Hello. Here is KF57, as usual with IA synthetic voice from my own human texts. I hope you understand this choice. I already show you bulk loading, sugar beets, in previous video. It's quite the same for wood chips, in a beautiful autumn morning, with your extensible conveyor. Just have to put the extremity above the gondola car, and it's okay, like every vehicle. So go to next interesting loading task. Welcome in one of the private sawmill. You can find it in the construction menu. What I like here is that the product comes under a roof, protecting finished product like in real life. The loading task is easy. The only difficulty is to deal with sometime pallet's strange behavior. My advice, which give quite good results, is to lift the fork just before you stop going forward. When the pallet is unglued from the floor, all will be okay. During the movement, only the bottom's pallet is glued on the fork, so move carefully in order to keep the upper one properly. As you see before, I built a rail track between two identical sawmills and flat car level corresponding to floor level to make easy every loading job, and why not use the flat car as a bridge to go on the other side. I have to drive carefully to put the product just in the center of the flat car to optimize the space available on the flat car. You can see a quite wide space between the platform and the car. It's a difficulty, of course. This is the consequence of two factors. The first one, and it's really a shame that the flat car is the thinner car of all the mod, including engine. So if you want everything car travel the track, you have to maintain a space between the platform and the car. The second one is some ghost collisions sometimes occurs if the platform is near the car. I cannot explain that. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes not. Depending if you are in solo and multiplayer. I don't know. What I can tell you is the problem increase if you are coupled to another car and engine, and if you are near a curve. A lot of pallets remaining here, and on the other side. I propose you high speed sequence, and a few cut to complete the loading task. You can observe the global realism of the scene. I often insist on this aspect, but in my opinion, this is really a key for pleasant game sessions. It greatly contributes to not getting bored. You focus on your task, but sometimes you just observe around you and notice how beautiful and well crafted the game actually is. Another short sequence about the small boards that we stack in groups of 5 pallets. My experience has shown me that this is the right combination to load optimally without exceeding the size limits. After pushing the flat car on the dead-end track, it is time to take it with line engine. Heavy curves here, but we have enough time in front of us to move in security. Let's go forward in a moderate speed while in sawmills area. This sequence shows you the entire private sawmills area, with a large traveling view. All the tracks are functional, even if you can see a tightened curve. Car must be pushed uncoupled here, but it was the last solution to connect every load points. We are now along the last sawmill, not used for now, perhaps for my friend if you want to make some wood productions. Some broken trees here, the damage left behind by a tornado that hit here last year. On the right, the main line section connecting the S-junction to the sawmill, rarely used in fact, except for regular collecting train, which is actually suspended due to lack of drivers in this game. So only special trains, for instance. We have to take also the 3 cars on the left to make a beautiful and varied train. Loaded flat car, loaded gondola with sawmills wood chips, and 2 empty logs cars. All of this have my farm to first destination. The railroad ad network rules impose us to put every switches in mainline position every time it is possible. bell, horn, and start reverse. The train is now fully assembled. Now we can start in main line to our destination. Very difficult to put enough trees to simulate a real forest and keep enough space for the train. Hopefully there is no collision between branch and train, but there is a little loss of realism. And little end track here to put a little engine to reverse into the sawmills when you come from the opposite direction of our train, avoiding to have the engine in the loading points or in the reverse dead end for loading products. Now a track crossing. You cannot see it in this video, but this point is a high derail risk place. The terrain leveling was difficult, so I have to really slow down, and the train will drive through without any problem. It's time to phone my friend to put the last sawmill switch in the main position, avoiding stopping the train in the middle of the track. We are in the north branch of the East Y on the main line. The third branch of the Y, you can see it going down on the left, is going to the native sawmill in the village. You have the complete map and impervious video. Don't hesitate to watch it. Very useful to understand the whole railroad network and the path I choose to go to my farm and after to the selling point. Following always the same logic, see how I cut the fields as minimal as I can during the end of the trip. Now going north, the train is very close to the map limit. You can see here the very effective edge processing of the Szpakowo map, with far decoration and perspective. Installing the track in non-buyable area is a challenge. You cannot modify the terrain, one-shot installation. Just ahead, the Fitplan yard, with some dead-end storage track, an external sell point, and totally on the left, the Tankstel branch. We will continue on the main line, crossing the transversal track of the map. Before the main line was totally completed, the railroad end was here, so you can see the former Fitplan rail installation, with a platform and a hole for an under-track conveyor. For instance, we must go through the siding because of bad track condition in the straight line. Beautiful light condition here, and the loaded flat car. The center of gravity is quite important, as in other vehicles. Here we are near to the limit to drive at a reasonable speed. A former platform here, it will probably remove in the future. The railroad system is alive. It is modified according to the way we play the map. Modifying the railroad is also a game for me. Just have to cross the ditch, and my farmyard entrance will be here. We drop in the yard all car except the first one, which have to be sold in the maintenance area sell point. You already see this line a few times now, so I cut here, and we go directly near to the sell point. The sell operation is the same as other vehicle. All product without belts are immediately sold when entering the trigger. We are now at the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks to all mod creators for their work. What do you want in future video? Please tell me in comments. In my opinion, it should be interesting to see another rail line or a logs train. Why not? See you soon.